Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete here on third down.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Wiggles free. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now Griffin on second down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. Perriman in motion right. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Wallace. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. Making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's the backup running back, Carlos Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Ryan. Wide open receiver, complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Now Ryan. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Ryan will throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So it's been a battle of field goals here early on. I guess if this were a soccer game, it'd be 2-1, but instead here it's now 6-3.
You mean if this were a football game? Give credit to both defenses, though. When push comes to shove here early, they've held the line. And neither of these offenses have been able to break through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dontari Poe with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. A first throw for the backup Griffin. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brian Poole.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm out. At the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first down, Ryan. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On third down, Ryan. But he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he puts it through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second down, here's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Flacco looking for his first toss. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Flacco hooking up with Wallace for a Raven first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go read option with Griffin. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first down. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, past the 20. And he will score.
someone just made a house call, and his name is Robert Alford. You remember that name, don't you, partner?
Seen him on the biggest of stages, picking off Tom Brady in Super Bowl 51.
Yeah, took it all the way back for a touchdown, then gave his team a 21-3 lead. They didn't hold it, but that was a mammoth play.
That was a mammoth play, and what we just saw was a mammoth play. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Flacco right back to work after the pick six. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Third and long. It's Griffin. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. That's awesome.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Dontari Poe in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Wallace. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. And he motions the wide receiver. And again, it's Flacco to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brian Allen. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
And the back goes into motion. Flacco here on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So 2nd and 10 here. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll make it third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who got 4 interceptions and won the game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. First and goal here from the 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They will run again with Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, what was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot for RG3. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one.
Lay down.
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad. Square one, it's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't get faced up before, so I live it up. When I come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating this a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Flock of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's fast tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight and lose your mind. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad, I'm it.